as Billy looked at Jilly with her pretty big brown eyes, he could see right through her skin that she was filled with love inside. They all were filled with love. That's what life's beauty's all about. That when you really love someone, it's from the inside out. They said that's how we make the rainbows that you see up in the sky. When we wash off all our color here, the love inside us makes it fly. So at the end of every rainbow and all the stories you've been told, you know they hold a treasure now worth far much more than gold. Good quality time with our children. Doesn't it sound good just to say that? Good quality time with our children? Well, it sure is an easy thing to say, but not always as easy to do. Nowadays, we all work so hard just trying to make ends meet, and we all have such busy, hectic schedules just running around trying to keep everything together, that sometimes, more often than not, this good quality time with our children just seems to get overlooked. Hello, my name is Peter Thomas, and I'm the author of the Adventures of Billy B. children's book series, and I'm about to show you something that can help change all of that. Earlier, you heard a preview from one of our latest releases, a story entitled Colors of Love, and it's a beautiful story. It still gives me goosebumps whenever I read it, and I'll tell you a little bit more about that one later. I'm a native Bostonian, and over the past 15 years, I've brought my stories to many schools throughout the New England area, and I've read them to thousands of students and hundreds of teachers, and they all seem to feel the same way.
I love it. I think it's about love. I think it's about beauty from within and not from the outside, and I think kids need to see that.
I think the books reflect a lot about the character development that we do at the school in terms of being tolerant, in terms of being open-minded. The message conveyed with the author, to not judge a book by its cover. I mean, you see this big burly guy show up who pours concrete, and he writes these beautiful books that are really have a nice message. I think the colors, the vibrance, everything that comes through is very enjoyable. I think that, when you read the book out loud to a child or to an audience, it has a good flow to it. It captures their attention, and it's enjoyable.
Everybody, what's my favorite one?
Colors of Love. Why do you like Colors of Love so much?
Well, I love the story behind it and how you had said that you found the love of your life, and little Jilly kind of represents her, so I loved that. And the fact that it doesn't matter what color you are, what shape, what size, it's what, everybody? Inside. It's inside that counts, and that, was shining through when all their colors melted into the river. I just love it. I think it's beautiful. I think it's beautifully illustrated. I think the story is beautiful. I think the message is beautiful. And love, what's better than that?
And I love going into the schools. That's always been my favorite part about writing, is being able to go in and interact with the students and teachers. That alone has been incredible. I can't even begin to tell you how amazing this journey's been over the past 15 years. It reminds me back of when I first started. My wife and I used to go into some of the major bookstores to do our research. And I'll never forget when I first walked in and looked around at all the thousands of different books, different titles and different sections. History, philosophy, religion, science, computers, travel. It was amazing. I remember I said to my wife, I said, Jilly, I wonder which area is the most important. Which section in here contains the most knowledge that would be useful to people? And I no sooner said it, and it's like a light went off. The children's book section. I mean, think about this. If we don't nourish their minds when they're at this young, impressionable age with good, positive stories, and wake them up to the power behind reading and writing, they might never want to go to the other sections. Do you remember stories that were read to you when you were a child? And how long ago was that? And you still remember them. Isn't that amazing? The impression that story must have left in your mind for you to remember it all of this time? Well, today, more than ever, these are stories that you want a child to remember throughout their life. This is a very small investment for something so good that can last for so long. And that reminds me, I told you I was going to tell you a little bit more about this one later on, Colors of Love. Well, I'm still not going to tell you how this one ends, but I promise you I'll get you a little closer to it. And it goes like this. Oh, Dad, please don't tell me that this all just was a dream. And Dad said, oh, my Billy B, things aren't always what they seem. But when you close your eyes and dream, it will all be up to you. For somewhere now inside your mind, your dreams may all be true. So, help bring this dream to life. Order your own book now, and let the adventures begin.
A bit, a buzz, a bees, a band. I'm Billy B, I am. I can do anything, I know I can, 'cause I'm Billy B, I am.
And I'll see you on the next adventure. And I'll see you soon.